The Mod XL sewing cabinet will arrive in 4 boxes ready for assembly. Begin by opening box 1 to locate the assembly manual. Unpack the box contents and hardware box. Make sure all parts are present. You can label the parts using a sticky note. Save some of the styrofoam from the packaging to help in a later step. Open and inventory the hardware box. Make sure all parts are present. Attach 4 T2 locking plate casters to panel G using B1 fixed bolts. Tighten with enclosed Allen wrench. Lock the casters and flip panel G over. Attach 9 C1 cam bolts to panel G. Attach 2 C1 cam bolts to panel X. Insert 4 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel X. You can use a mallet to tap the pins in as far as they'll go. Attach 2 C1 cam bolts to panel Z. Insert 4 D1 dowel pins into the edge of panel Z. Attach 4 C1 cam bolts to panel D. Insert 8 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel D. Attach the left lift rail to panel Y1 using S1 screws. Wipe the rail with WD-40 and a paper towel. Insert 6 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel Y1. Attach the right lift rail to panel Y2 using S1 screws. Wipe the rail with WD-40 and a paper towel. Insert 6 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel Y2. Please note assembly is shown upside down. Attach panels X and Z to panel D as shown by inserting the cam bolts into the cam locks. Tighten cam locks by turning them 180 degrees clockwise and apply cam covers. Attach panels Y1 and Y2 as shown. Tighten cam locks and apply cam covers. Lower panel G onto panels Z, Y2, D, Y1 and X as shown. Tighten cam locks and apply cam covers. Attach panel G to panel Z using S20 screws as shown. Make sure the casters are locked and flip the cabinet onto its wheels.
Don't forget about how great ergonomics can enhance your sewing sessions. The Aero hydraulic sewing chair is the most comfortable chair, and it allows you to sew for hours without end. It's the #1 rated sewing chair in America. Watch this video to get more information. For information about installing your hydraulic lift, we have provided a short video above. You can also access it in the description below.
Attach 10 C1 cam bolts to panel A. Attach the metal support bar to panel A using S2 screws. Attach the magnet to panel A as shown using S1 screws. Set aside the magnet plate for later use. Lower panel A onto panels X, Y1, D, Y2 and Z as shown. Tighten cam locks and apply cam covers. Make sure the cam lock in the back right gets tightened. You'll need a longer Phillips head screwdriver to access. Insert P1 shelf pegs into the pre-drilled holes on panels X and Y1, aligning the pegs so the shelves will lay flat. Slide the shelf panels into place as shown. Attach one T1 caster to panel V1. Tighten with enclosed wrench. Attach two G1 hinges to panel V2 using S1 screws. Attach two H1 butt hinges to panels V1 and V2 using S1 screws. Attach the magnet catch plate to panel V1 using S1 screws. Attach the G1 hinges on panel V2 to the pre-installed door slider on panel Z using S7 screws. Tip: use some of the packaging to help stabilize the door as you attach the hinges. This is how to adjust the hinge vertically. Loosen the screws indicated. Then slide the hinge body up or down to adjust your hinge. Apply the adjustment and tighten your screws. This is how to adjust the hinge horizontally. Loosen the screw indicated. Then slide the hinge body left or right to adjust the horizontal position. Apply the adjustment and tighten your screw. This is how to adjust the door depth. Tighten the screw indicated to pull it towards you. Loosen the screw to push it away from you. Attach the handles to panels V1 and V2 using B2 fixed bolts. Screw in S3 alignment pins into the top edges of panels O1 and O2 as shown. Attach the magnet catch plates to panels O1 and O2 using S1 screws. Flip panel O1 and O2 over. Attach a T1 caster to each panel, tighten with the enclosed wrench. Attach two H1 hinges to panel O1 using S1 screws. Attach two H1 hinges to panel O2 using S1 screws. Attach panel O1 and O2 to panel D as shown using S1 screws. Tip: use some of the styrofoam packaging to help stabilize the panel as you attach it to the back. Attach two magnets to panel A3 as shown using S1 screws. Attach three H1 hinges to panel A3 using S1 screws. Balance panel A3 on panels O1 and O2 as shown. Attach the hinges on panel A3 to panel A using S1 screws. Assembly complete. Happy sewing!